Lord, I've been trying to post this video all day today, and finally it's working. I'm tired now. I just want to lay down, eat like 9 tacos, and call it a day. But anyways, I got on here because I was listening to somebody else's testimony, and they were talking about how they didn't have no money, and they just prayed to God. They was like, God, I don't really have enough money, but I wanna buy some groceries for somebody. So I'm gonna just give what I have. So they went inside the store, and somebody recognized them from a video or whatever, and they was like, oh, I know who you are, boo boo. Let me pay for this for you. And man, somebody else's testimony really be blessing me, and it actually brought me to a time where I was thinking about God. First of all, God has never left me. He has never forsaken me. Those times where I felt like He did, a ram in the bush always showed up, and what I needed would always be there. So I want to thank God for that. And I remember one time, to make a long story short, I had $60. And it was given to me to take my daughter to Disney on Ice. And this was a couple years ago. I think my daughter was like, this was more than a couple years ago. She was like 2 years old. And I was like, man, I really need this $60. I really need this $60 because if I spend all this, I'm really not going to have nothing for myself. This, this and the other. And I was like, God, I remember praying. God answers your prayers. I mean, He really does, and He hears you. And I was like, Lord, I really need this $60 for myself. I would like to keep this and put this in my pocket. But this is what we need to get in. And so the Holy Spirit was like, go stand in that line right there. And I was like, okay. So I went over there and I stood in. I was walking up to the line. Lady said, and I felt God say, go to that specific window. So I went over to that specific window. I just felt guided to go over there. And I went over there, and the lady looked at me, and she looked at my daughter. And she was like, ma'am, I have 2 tickets to get into Disney on Ice. She was like, you can have them if you want them. And I knew that was all God. I knew it was all God. No doubt. No shadow of a doubt. And I was so thankful. I was so thankful that the Lord even heard me. And then, for those of y'all who know me, anybody know me knows I am really bad when it comes to parking in big parking lots. And I'd be losing my car. I remember I was at church one time, Lakewood Church, and I lost my car for almost 3 hours. I had to get security to help me. Then I lost my car in the hospital. So that same day, I wound up getting front row parking. It was like a security gate right when you come in, like when you're going into Disney on Ice. And I was like, I just went up there and asked them, I was like, is it okay if I could park right here? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure my car not going to get towed? And they was like, no, you're good. You could park right there. I wound up parking right there. My car did not get towed. Thank the Lord. They told me it wouldn't get towed. It was like God was looking at me for that whole time.